Hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. How are you on this fine Tuesday afternoon? It's lunchtime. Have you had lunch already?
No.
No?
You asked me if I've had breakfast.
Oh, serious?
No.
I had a... Go on.
I've had a hot Ribena.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, breakfast, kind of.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I do
that's it.
love a hot Ribena, you know, or hot
Honestly.
Vimto. Freaking
Yeah.
hell. It's the time of year, isn't it?
Yes.
Love that.
It sets the day right. It is like, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do
But
you
now
know what
I
as
am
well? Have you seen the blackcurrant it's gonna sound really odd. Oh, God, sorry.
what?
The blackcurrant lemsip. Have you seen
No.
that? Okay.
I mean, you're a bit sick, but I haven't been sick.
Okay.
Why would I?
If you're sick, not just like on a regular, but if you're feeling a bit poorly, put some blackcurrant lemsip, some either like Vimto or Ribena, mixed out with hot water. It's gonna taste lovely. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
can
gonna
see how
taste
that
real
would
nice.
happen.
Yeah. Hey, Babita. Oh, I love your name.
Isn't it?
Love that name.
It's such a cool name. Abita.
Yeah.
It sounds like it should be in a song. If I knew you, I would sing your name all the time and be very
Hey,
annoying. That's it.
yeah.
It would be like that.
Love that. I wonder what that means. What country is that from as well? Really interesting.
Yes. Tell us all the deets. I actually want to know as well.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome. On your entry, make sure you like this video. Book the like button, as we say.
Yes.
Get it done. Oh, it's from India. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Love that. So basically, guys, we're here. As you know us, I'm Sade, and I'm here with...
I'm Nana.
Can you say the Black Fairy, please?
Sorry, I keep on forgetting. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I'm Nana, aka the Black Fairy.
Ting. Yeah. Not the ting. Is that for your wands? Oh.
Yes.
Do you know what? Yeah, if we had time, resources, and do you know what I mean? Just connections, we should get like you made like a little animation or something as you as the Black Fairy kind of thing. That would be really cool, like a Tinkerbell type situation. Would be so cool. Seriously, you gotta get that done.
Oh my God,
anyone out there? Yeah, definitely. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining us as always. This is Lavish, where we talk about all things reality. At the moment, we are watching Big Brother UK, we're watching Love Island Games, we're watching Married at First Sight, Calculated Couples, Blue Therapy, and then I'm watching Selling Sunset and Kardashians on occasion. Okay, so we got a long list of things to talk about. Well, actually, we're not doing everything today. We're just doing a few today. So we're talking Love Island Games, Big Brother, and Married at First Sight, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
quick
cool.
rundowns. Yeah.
Any preference of what order you want to go in?
Let's start with Big Brother.
Big Brother. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good then.
Yes.
Going to my notes.
Yes, exactly. I took notes again. I'm in the groove of it, you know.
I know. Similar, that I was sitting there, and you know, like you kind of like flick through watching, watching, and I was like, oh my God, this is like before. Yes.
Yeah.
I was getting into it. Yes, Babita, Trish to win.
Yeah, we're definitely Team Trish over here. And yeah, it's a lot of shows. We're dedicated a lot of time to this. Like we really are. Seriously. Okay, so what do you think? Like what's your take on things actually? Like you give a rundown on where you are.
So generally the episode, it was fun times. Like I think they have got they're trying to get the two sides to be cohesive, and that seemed to be working. I was really feeling for Trish. I was kind of on a bit of an emotional roller coaster with her actually this episode. I was really feeling for her, especially when she cried. I was totally like, oh, I'm feeling for my girl. But it was a bit of a filler as well. You know, not too much took place. But Trish, I am 100% for, and she's actually
Mhm.
gone up in the stakes as well. She is now
Mm.
second place to win. Yeah, her odds. So I wish I had bet when it was like 9-1. When I was thinking, oh, I should bet now because she'd gone midway, and now
Yeah.
she's on 5-2. She is second favorite after
Oh,
Yinran to win.
wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
she could win this. She could win
I,
this.
well, I hope so. I really do. Like, I can't lie. At the beginning stages, I was just like, oh, she's way too opinionated to win everybody over, and she
Mm,
technically hasn't won everybody over.
yeah,
Like, do you know what I mean? But I
fact.
am liking, I'm liking the tables had turned and stuff and everything. This episode, I thought Jenkins was doing damage control. Right, like he was number one trying to do damage control, trying to smooth over Trish and Yinran because he's up for eviction and
Yes,
he remembers the booze
yes,
that both Paul and Dylan got, and he was just like, I don't want that. I'm not built for that. I'm not
yeah.
strong enough for that.
Exactly. Exactly that. Exactly. Like I
So,
must be nice with them,
mm-hmm,
but couldn't sustain it. So I
yeah.
must be nice, but I don't like them. And he couldn't hide that. He's that guy. He
Mm,
can't hide it. But yeah,
yeah.
he was on damage control, definitely.
And I
How do
just
you
thought
think
he was,
his handling of Yinran though? For somebody that doesn't, you're not in favor of Yinran. So that interaction between them, how did you
mm,
process that? Did you think it was genuine from his side?
no, not at
Not
all.
at
I
all.
thought it was awful. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, how insincere do you have to be? Like, even when he approached Trish, I just thought like I'm glad that she held her ground.
Mm-hmm,
Unfortunately, I knew it wasn't going to go down well. Do you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But she's sick and tired of playing the game, and I totally resonate with that. Like, do you know
Yeah,
what? And this is it. Like, this is me now. Like, I remember being in a work situation and just like, that's enough. I'm
yeah,
not making an effort anymore. I will meet you where you're at. Like, do you know
yeah,
what I mean? So, like, yeah, I totally resonate with that. And like Jenkins does remind me, and it's what Yinran said. It's just like, how can you say like, "Oh, I love you, babe," and then you don't like them? Like, do you know what I mean? Or you don't like, what does that mean? So, what do you say when you really do love someone? Is disingenuous? Like,
yeah,
no, I just thought he's kind of like that worst kind of, I don't even know, that worst kind of person that's just gonna say something to your face and
yeah,
then just bitch about you the second behind your back. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like
As soon as you leave, as soon as you
it's like,
leave the
what's the
room,
point?
he's gonna turn and be like, "See, I tried to say sorry."
Right. This is the thing. So even if she responded well, he would still say something. And this is what Kerry used to do as well. It's just
Yeah,
like she would do that kind of like in your face, okay, yeah, we're good now. Oh yeah, like do the platitudes and all that kind of stuff. But you're like, oh, I can't fucking stand her. Like, do you know what I mean? It's that
yeah,
type of thing. So
yeah,
Trish ain't having a bar, and I'm happy about that. Although I know, and I think Matty said it later on in the episode as well. Like, and we've talked about this too lots of times. When you're a truth teller, when you're honest, people don't like it.
yeah.
People really don't like it, and they
But
want
I,
they
I,
think
I
they
love that
want
Matty spotted that and was
mm,
really like, "This is what it is that they
mm-hmm,
kind of don't like about her. It's her honesty and
yeah,
just being honest in every situation where some people won't talk. She'll tell the
mm-hmm,
truth." I love that he sees it. He's coming up in my estimation as well. I was a bit of a fan of his, but now I am truly like, I really like Matty. Like he's not swayed in any way. They can try
mm,
and be best friends with him, but he's very firm in what he knows is right and sticks by it as well, and what he admires in all of them as well. Yeah, I'm a fan of his.
I wish he would stand up more though. That's the only thing. I wish he would like just not let kind of like let things happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like he's observant. He makes great observations,
Mhm.
but if you know, then do something. This is the same as Yinran as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Again, you make great observations, you got great insight, but very passive. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like they're
It's a
happy.
superpower, to do that.
Yeah.
Like not
Mm-hmm.
too many people actually have the confidence in the moment to
Mm-hmm.
be the advocate for somebody else. They're,
Yeah.
they're, they're few and far between. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, but there's a place for everybody, isn't there? That's Trish.
Mm-hmm.
She has the fortitude to do that.
Yeah.
The others, as long as they don't buckle, which I'm kind of disappointed in Noki for, she's a bit of a buckler. Like you can, she's
Noki,
not firm. She's not
she's
firm in her
under the
stance.
radar, right?
Yeah. I am like, oh, Noki, man,
Mm-hmm.
fix up. But yeah,
Yeah.
that you can talk to everybody and you're not firm in what you're saying. So you don't have to be the I'm going to speak up. But I would prefer Noki to be a Matty. To be like, why I picked her is because she's honest. And yeah, you guys may think we're all talking about you, but we're not. Like, very firmly be like, this is what's going on. And Noki's a bit too, yeah.
I would say she's the same then, right? She's the same as Matty. She's the same as Yinran. She's the same. Like, do you know what I mean? They're all doing this kind of like, because I do think Noki has good observations as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just Matty kind of more taking the lead in this conversation. Do you know what I mean? But like, I think she's like, I have survived. I didn't think I was going to survive. I'm keeping my head down, out of business, out of mess. I don't want to be a part of anything. I'm even scared of this conversation. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's exactly how she presents herself. She is, you know what? I think each time she's talking to that side, because they are the other side, I don't like how she plays Switzerland. And it's like, dude, they were coating you off. I hate that. And obviously, she doesn't know how much they all were coating her off, but she must be feeling it. So, yeah, I just want her to be a bit more of a supporter of Trish, like Trish was for her. That's
it.
It.
Would be nice.
Yeah,
it would be nice. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but it would be nice. Yeah.
I know.
But Benita saying, Matty is a lover, not a fighter. Yeah, for real. For real. Seriously. They are obsessed with Trish though. Like they literally cannot stop talking about her like every minute of the day. It reminds me of a lot of situations I've been in where people just start talking about someone and it's just like seriously, like if this is all you can talk about, you are the problem.
But we can't have any other conversation. We can't even just have fun. You're preempting something taking place that hasn't happened because this is how the person is, and they haven't done that. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It is a bit obsessive. It's not even a bit. It's obsessive.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts. But all right, let's talk about the love triangle. Jordan, Henry, Matty.
Yeah. So I can't say I haven't been following it full well, but I know that Jordan did ignore Henry for one day, then ignored Matty the other day, and like I really don't. I think Jordan should just stick with Henry. Stick with Henry. Matty's he's like Peter Pan. He's like flying all over the place. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's gonna happen in the way that Jordan.
Matty's in a relationship anyway. Like,
is he?
Yeah, he's got a man. It's an open relationship. Like they can bring other people in, but his foundational, he has a relationship. And Jordan has already said, I would never get involved in any of that. So it's really weird. He is just really emotionally immature. I was totally like, no, what you're doing is horrible to both of them. And I absolutely hate that I'm not talking to this person shit. I hate that. Like when you're side blanking them, not talking properly. That to me, man, I can fight.
Why do you hate it so much?
I don't even know. I just think it's so immature and aggressive. Without being shouty, and I don't find it passive. So it is a trigger point for me when I see people doing that. Immediately, I am like, that's bullying. You're bullying them. They can't maneuver properly. They can't be free because you're kind of holding court in the space because you are being the aggressive one. Everybody starts to fall in line when people have those actions. It is manipulative. And he's fallen down. Like, he was in the top 3. I think now maybe he's 6th in the like
Yeah.
he's probably gonna go soon, and he could have won this, but you know,
Mm.
if it's your personality, it's your personality. Some people, that's how they
Yeah.
run. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of it at all.
Jordan,
And
like I didn't like seeing Henry upset. Like I can't lie. I don't know. I don't know if in the real world, like Henry would, try and save me from something. I don't know if that's the case, but I didn't like to see him upset. Do you know what I mean? But like, I don't know
yeah,
if he would advocate for me, like for someone like me or someone from my like. I have no idea, but I really, really, generally didn't like to see him upset at all. And I thought it was harsh on Jordan, but I do think like at the same time, I'm just like, okay, what's Jordan's story? Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because is this because you literally can't manage your emotions? Is there a reason for that? Like,
mhm,
where does that come from? I think like Trish is always trying to like get him to understand what he's actually saying and the
yeah,
impact of his actions.
yeah.
And he does adjust. Do you know what I
She's
mean? He
been
does
great.
adjust.
She's been great for him,
Yeah,
actually. Like, he probably needs a few more Trishes in his life.
yeah.
But as he says, he keeps loads of relationships surface level because
Mm,
he's not good at them.
yeah.
And so I guess this probably is his practice on the outside. This is what he does,
Mhm.
and people come and go. But oh yeah, it's hard to watch. What did he say? Was his dad a drug addict?
Oh, no.
He definitely has come from a lot of trauma. This is why
Oh.
he's Gatsby. He's like reinvented himself. He's working class, really.
Oh.
So
Mhm.
his accent is kind of
Well, he's
he's
worked
decided
it.
to adopt this. Yeah,
Mhm.
I've adopted this stance. I think he definitely said his dad died from an overdose.
Oh,
I think he
no,
said
God.
that. Was his mum really young when she had him? I know he's had a tough upbringing
Wait,
because most
isn't he
people.
I think his mum's stunning. Is he the one with his mum
Yes,
that's stunning?
yes, his
Yeah.
mum's
Yeah, yeah.
like all of
Mhm.
his friends have all kind of like fancied his mum
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like,
she's young.
In-betweeners, the guy in In-Betweeners, his mum.
Yes,
It's like
yes, exactly, exactly. And there's not, I think maybe she had him when she was 17 or something. There's
Oh,
not a
okay.
big age gap between them, so they kind of
Yeah.
grew up together.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
there is like an emotional immaturity in there, just how he processes his emotions. But they
Yeah.
can't go anywhere. It's too small a house for somebody to be like freezing you out. Really
Mm.
is. It's
It's
not nice.
ridiculous. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that was it. My only other thing, like I didn't really get much more from that episode either, but like my only other thing was like in Big Brother history, have you
Mm.
ever known the voice of Big Brother in the diary room to be someone other than a white person? Or a white I don't want to get into trouble. But do you know what I mean? But I don't hear black voices. I don't hear like Asian
No.
voices. I don't hear any other ethnicity voices to other than what you would typically think is like, you know,
You know what?
British.
That's really interesting. I cannot remember, no, because there's that typical female voice that
Mhm.
used to be more in the diary room with them.
Mm.
And yeah, I wouldn't
Mhm.
have thought that was a black person. You can
Mhm.
generally tell like that black tone.
Mm.
No, that's interesting. But also that was why Ian Sterling was so dramatically different on Love Island. Because
Mm.
there's that certain tone that the
Regional.
voiceover,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
But they could do with other people, definitely. Yeah,
I think so. I
yeah,
think so because I think that also as well, yeah. Like I think like it will be good to see like the impact of like how people respond. Do you know what I
mhm.
mean? Especially in because this is the thing. Like I think Big Brother is this season has been a hard watch because of this divide. There's bullying undertones, there's racial separation like undertones and things like that as well, kind of thing. And it's been really, really hard watch. How do you go into the diary room and say that to someone who doesn't sound like they're from your culture? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Or how do you kind of like maintain that if you have to also deal with like the people that you're dealing with that run the show
I
are
love
outside your
that.
culture?
That's so interesting, and also the hierarchy to actually break through authority always being white.
Mm-hmm.
If the
Mm-hmm.
authority voice was from other backgrounds, that could actually shape minds.
Yeah.
that would change things and perceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would really disrupt just our neuropaths, what we expect to hear as authority.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That would be really interesting. If you're
Cool, right?
watching, like,
Yeah.
you know, we would advocate that you take this idea,
You
just
take
give us money to pay us.
take our voices.
For
But
real.
Peter's saying they're giving Jenkins a good exit, or maybe. Who do you think's going up? Is it tonight we'll get nomination, tonight or tomorrow, right?
So tomorrow, yeah, I think tomorrow we're
Yeah.
going to find out and then be able to start. Who's going up this week? Okay, so we know it's Jenkins.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Tom.
Tom. I hope
Tom
it's Tom.
and I think Tom, and it may. Oh no, could it be Trish again? It could. Honestly, it could, because yeah,
Yeah.
it could be her. You know what? I have a highlight graphic. I found this person.
Oh yeah.
I'm a Reddit nerd. I found a person on Reddit who watches the live stream, and then
Yeah.
they create a graphic so that we don't have to watch it,
Oh,
of what the
sick.
highlights were. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do this every day. I was looking, I was like, oh my God, look at you with your little following. But yeah, they're doing quite well. So basically, Monday's highlights, I'll go through them quickly, the interesting ones. The most interesting, so we're short for time, is a potential rule break. Olivia said, tomorrow is going to be hard. And Chanel and Jenkins said, for you. Chanel said, I forgive, but I don't forget. My best friend has been nominated. And Olivia said, do you know what? I really needed to hear that. Jenkins said, then put a stop to the conversation. Later on in the stream, Olivia and Chanel had a muted to viewers chat, after which Olivia said, I will have more of an idea when I walk into the room tomorrow what I'm going to do. So people are speculating that that is potentially a rule break, because you're insinuating that you're going to nominate two people that made your best friend. So let's see how that lands. So it potentially could be Chanel and Olivia up. I think that would be a fair punishment.
That would be amazing if those two had to go up and it was them three. That's great. That's absolutely great.
Any of them could go in it.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
All three.
Yeah. God. Oh, okay. So Baby is saying she meant edits. They're giving Jenkins a good edit. Yes, I agree. I don't even. The thing is, yeah, I had so much what do you call it, hope for Jenkins in the beginning. I remember at the beginning I'm thinking, oh, like, he seems cool, he seems nice. Nope.
Yeah.
And not at all.
It's such a shame.
It really is, man. It's really brought out the ugly. I can't lie. This show really has, and it's awful. Yes. Okay, yes. Shall we move on to Married at First Sight or Love Island Games? What do you want to do?
Love Island Games.
Okay, cool. So, Love Island Games, guys. Oh, I hope you're watching, because it is just the stuff. It's just brilliant. And it's such a contrast to Big Brother, because it's like light and fun and dramatic. And I just love American producers, because they're just like, wait, we're not just going to give you this. We're going to do this. I freaking love it.
All in one episode. What we would be waiting a whole week for in Love Island UK happens in one episode. And you're just like, what the hell? And everybody is so ruthless. I love it, you know. I can't even
honestly,
enjoyed it.
This episode, we had people getting jealous. We had a bombshell. We had recoupling as well. So there was a lot going on. God, I'm just looking at my notes. Oh God, I think Megan is surprising me. We'll come back to that. Yeah. He's surprising me. I did like in the beginning where they had the link up with the with Toby, Jack, Selly, and Justine. I just like, I love this foursome. I love it. This, what do you call, I don't even know, it's not a throuple. What is it? I don't know what you call that, but foursome, I guess.
Foursome's the word. Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope they stay loyal and they have that allegiance. And also I thought this is really
I think
Yeah.
they will, because of the girls are actually best friends. I
Mm.
think, and the boys know each other. Like they've been
Yeah.
out numerous times together as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I think if they can stick to it, they're gonna win.
It
They
makes
will get far. Like they will
yeah.
get they will survive, definitely. Yeah.
I did think it was like it's so typical the USA UK. Do you know what I mean? Like sticking together as always. Lisa basically called like a bit of a meeting. She done a bit of a Scott where she gathered like all the girls around the fire pit. And basically she kind of went in on Imani about the nomination, and she was just going in. She didn't like that she was nominated because she was being seen as a threat. And you know, she really put Imani on the spot to defend
Yeah.
herself. And I absolutely love that Liberty stepped in and, like, do you know what I mean? And was just like, hold on a second. Like, why are you showing it all this way? Jessica nominated you too.
Yeah.
And then Jessica then even speaks up and said, well, don't you have anything to say to me? Do you know what I mean? And it was just like, this is what we need to see. This is what people need to do, is these, in those moments where these microaggressions are surfacing, that it just gets challenged in a very kind of really and truly. Liberty done it in a really confrontational way. And I just thought it was brilliant. And I take back what I said. And I think that I'm happy Liberty is there now. I am. Because I was really
going to ask you, because this whole episode, I was going to say, have you kind of re-changed your mind on Liberty? Because she has layers. She has layers to her. And I was really proud of her for doing it in that way and not doing it afterwards, which is what a lot of people would do. They would just go to Jess, or they would go to Imani and be like, but why was she saying it to you? Like, I love that in the conference,
which is what
for a conference.
Yeah, which is what Megan done, right? So Megan done the stereotypical thing with Imani afterwards, So no, you're absolutely right. Seriously,
Liberty, I love her. I was like, well done. You are. I believe now. I mean, it's not that I didn't believe her and Kaz's friendship, but I was like, I see
it
you
makes sense. It makes sense, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
You're
Because
put
it's
in
like,
the shit, and you can now be like, what are you doing? Because how are you coming from? Imani, she's your brethren too, but I thought Jessica was the one. Really, was your brethren.
This is the thing. She was the one doing the sneaky with you. Do you know what I mean? Like spying on Justine and everything like that. Maybe obviously we're not seeing anything. We only see like an hour a day. Do you know what I mean? We don't see the whole thing. I think Imani is very good at giving advice and being supportive. So she may have felt what do you call it, like betrayed in that sense, like, oh, I thought I was close to you because I was confined in and you understood where I was coming from. Whereas I think Jess is more like bitchy vibes, like, oh my god, why are you dealing with that? Like, do you know what I mean? So I feel like she might have felt betrayed like that, but her honing in on Imani was not like that. It didn't put her in a power position. It actually showed an ugly side, unfortunately.
Most definitely. And if I was her, after I flipping spat in Justine's face, I wouldn't feel righteous enough to be calling conferences on why was I put up. I've got to sit myself down somewhere and hope that people don't call me to have a conference and talk about why you're spitting in my face. The girl's crazy.
Crazy.
I do still love her though. But she is delusional.
No, I don't love her at all. I think she's. I
love her like Jenkins love.
Oh, mate,
love you, babe. But
I need to see more from her. Like, do you know what I mean? Because right now she ain't doing it at all, and she is obsessed with Curtis right now. Like, did you see the shot of her like playing with his hands, and he did not flinch. He didn't. There wasn't a twitch. There wasn't there wasn't anything. Like, there wasn't.
Curtis has riz, I don't know what this dude like. Can she see him? It's Curtis.
I'm just like, do we need to see him in real life? Because I'm not getting it. I don't get it.
I think I do. At this moment in time, she's a beautiful woman. And still, even Justine in like slightly turning her head a little, like cooking left. How Curtis? Yeah, I've got to see him. I literally do. I have to see him because
It's
I'm.
not translating.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
And the
Maybe
thing
we need
is,
to have a conversation.
how is it? And I don't. I mean, the show is what it is. They're putting themselves on to be judged, okay, and compared. So the way I'm looking at it is just like Amy. You're doing the same thing you done to Amy to Lisa, but
Yeah.
Lisa is so far from Amy. It's unreal. Who do you think you are? Like,
But then remember, he managed to get Moira, and
yeah, it's true. And Moira's stunning. She is. She can't even deny. You can't even
so
deny it. She is.
Curtis
Like,
must have something at this moment in time. I have to believe he has some
what
something
BDE? Maybe he's got BDE.
he could do. That
Yeah,
it's
because
something though, because her head is firmly fixed on him.
like I want
Wild.
him, I need him. Yeah, I'm gonna play him, stroke his hand in his sleep. He's not even flinching. He didn't flinch,
He
bro.
probably was in his sleep, like, can this bitch just leave me alone?
Just leave me
Just
alone.
leave
I
me
made
alone.
you coffee. Seriously.
Oh my word.
Seriously. And I can't stand Curtis, but basically we have a new bombshell. We have a new bombshell, Kira.
Mm-hmm.
That's come in. Kira, who identified as fluid, and she
Yeah.
has her eyes set on Megan.
Yeah. Is
Megan,
this the first in
no,
Love? No? Okay. We just
no,
haven't had that over our
no,
in
we
Love
have
Island.
actually
Have we?
early on. Yeah,
Oh,
early,
okay,
early
okay.
on. I can't remember what season, but I've definitely seen it before. Maybe the
Ah,
first or second season.
yeah.
The two girls coupled up. Yeah.
I was like, it's smart
Yeah,
and actually strategically, it's a good way to maneuver because
it
she
is.
wasn't placed anywhere. So I was
Mhm.
like, well done, chick.
Makes
Definitely.
sense.
Yeah.
But then I'm learning all these things I didn't know about Megan. Like, do you know what I mean? I didn't know she was a stripper. Did you? Did you know this?
No, I didn't know that. I know, and literally it was like
You know, in the UK, do you know how? Sorry, I don't mean to be thingy.
we don't. I mean,
Stripping's
there's
not
a few.
glamorous.
Yeah, there's a
It's
few
not glamorous
better
here
spots, but it's not like America at all. Like
at all.
you're not
At
holding
all.
any type of respect being like I was a stripper. Even if
No,
you say I was a stripper in one of the best clubs in Mayfair, wherever, it doesn't have the same connotations at all.
no, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. I was just like, whoa, girl. Okay. That must have
Yeah,
been tough. Like, do you know what I mean? Because it's a bit thingy. It's definitely not glamorous over here. I wouldn't at all. At all, at all, at all. So
no.
yeah, that was interesting. And they were bonding and everything like that. Random stuff that I noticed that I liked. You know, they've got these new cups now that they have like these goblets, yeah.
Yeah,
Are they
yeah,
goblets? Yeah, they are.
yeah.
And they put little umbrellas when they're waiting before. Did you notice the little umbrellas? So
No, I
that
didn't
flight.
notice that.
Yeah,
I did.
that's what they do. UK
Where
would
are
never,
they?
huh?
Where are they? Where's the villa?
Isn't it Fiji? No.
So I couldn't place, and then I was trying to think I was quickly trying to find where the villa was, and I couldn't see a write up on it.
It's
But
not
because it seems so
Hawaii.
tropical, maybe it is Hawaii. It seems
Maybe.
so tropical in the daytime, and then when they're all a
Mhm.
little bit chilly at night, I was like, actually, where are you guys? Where did this get
Yeah.
from? Yeah.
But yeah, they done a little. I thought, look at the care. Look at the care. Do you know what I mean? UK would never. They don't give a damn if there's flies getting in there. They don't
You just
care.
gotta flick the fly out, innit?
Yeah.
Carry on drinking your drink.
Oh my god.
Hey,
So
what
yeah,
else?
and what did Megan say? Megan at one point was just like, "Yeah, I've always been a little bit gay." I was just like,
I do like her.
I do
Megan, I
actually.
do like her. I don't want her to go. She
No,
also adds a vibe.
yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah. I'm going back. I'm feeling their casting choices. Like I am
Mm-hmm.
like I see what
It
you
makes
can get from
sense.
these guys. Yeah, yeah.
It
There's
makes
a bit of
sense.
a range.
Jess starting shit with Liberty, yeah, because that was starting shit. She said yes. So she just said that Liberty was calculated and basically conniving and said hello to Johnny and not her, and it was just like Liberty. Like clearly you don't know who she is at all, because
No,
Libby is not.
that's the first chat they had, yeah?
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah.
Liberty
And then
did do that.
she did do that, but not like in the intent of being horrible
Yeah.
to Jess. Do
Yeah,
you know what
I
I mean?
don't
Because
think
Jess
she
was
had
like,
sat there and
yeah, and
planned
said,
it out, but
"Oh,
it was like, we can't be cool
mm-hmm,
because we're both going for the same guy. If
mm,
anything, it's just what anybody would have done, but she worked brain on her from when she put that like seed, like you're the calculated one.
mm-hmm. Yeah."
She's a little bit.
This is Jess is was projecting, yeah, because
Yeah.
she was being calculated.
Yeah.
She was doing all of that. That's the thing. And yeah, when they had their second conversation, it was just like when she started blubbering, I was just like, ugh. And
You know,
Liberty
I wrote,
be Liberty. What did you write? What did you write?
she ate it up. What I wrote was, Jess has most definitely studied the art of war and how to win
Mm,
friends and influence people. It was like 1-0. She set her up
yeah, she
perfectly.
did.
So you've made her from the first one, you're going to be like,
Mm-hmm,
no, I'm not that person. Like, I'm not
mm-hmm,
conniving. I'm not. So then you're going to reduce. And then she
yeah,
comes in again with I love you. We should be friends. It's not
yeah,
about a guy taking your legs off you straight away. I was like, no, Liberty, watch her face. The crying
yeah.
she had to preempt as well. It was
Mm-hmm.
a bit of a, I'm going to get
Yeah,
emotional now.
yeah,
Who says that?
yeah.
Who says I'm going to get emotional?
No, she really, really hammed it up. Like,
Not
as far as
played.
I'm concerned, I did not take that to be a sincere moment at all.
No,
Like, I
no.
was just like, and then you can see, and the thing is, you can see Libby's hesitation. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then, but she did go over, she did comfort her. Do you know what I mean? Was reassuring her, complimenting her, and everything. And yeah,
She
yeah.
got played, man.
Look, she really did. She really did. And I
Unfortunately.
really thought Liberty is not responsible for Jess's feelings. Like, she isn't. Like, because Jess was just like, how is that supposed to make me feel? Like, sorry? What, do
It's
you
a
not
game,
know
you
who you are?
It's an absolute game. We are
It
supposed to be
is.
surviving. I can't think about
Right.
you. I've got to secure my man. But,
Right.
yeah, Liberty, man, you got to spot these chicks. You got to read.
You
You
do.
got to
You
spot them.
really
Like, yeah, she
do.
played her so well. And she knows Liberty is a girl's girl.
Mm-hmm.
So she
Yeah.
can play on that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about friendship. I'm here for you. We get on. She just played on all of her soft points
Yeah.
to get the dude.
Because she
Just
wears her
disarm
heart
her.
on her sleeve as well.
Yeah,
That's the thing. It's just like, yeah. Feel for Liberty, I do.
yeah,
I actually do. And I think she's really sweet, actually. And I
she
remembered,
did.
like, oh, yeah, I did think she was sweet before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, not
She had
everybody hated Jake because it was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
Liberty
yeah.
is
He took
being
the piss.
played. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He took the
again,
piss.
it's the same shit. But yeah, you kind of got to armor up. But Jess, also, I was like, you're smart for
Mm-hmm.
how you've played it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a game. We want to see this, innit? It made great TV.
Yeah. It does, it does, it does. So then we had a recoupling and they had a co-host. Oh God, she's on Vanderbilt something. I can't remember her name now. Oh, I
I
really can't
wasn't
remember her
impressed.
name. But
I
she's a
wasn't
super
impressed.
fan and stuff. I thought she was cute, but like, yeah.
I wanted Maya.
Yeah.
I was
But
like, look.
Maya must cost money.
Yeah.
She must cost money. She's like part-time, man. It's gonna have to be part-time.
Or I thought that's what Moira was doing. I thought
Moira's doing
remember,
behind the scenes. So when they leave,
then they talk to
that's what
her.
she's doing. Yeah, that's what she did. I saw a snippet of her talking to Steph. So she's
Okay.
doing that part.
Oh.
So yeah, but they had a really cool way of like sorting it. So first of all, actually, Kira,
Mhm.
she went first and she picked Megan because she was the
Yeah.
bombshell. So she picked Megan. So that was cool. And then they had this really cool bingo, like
Yes.
all the balls are like turning and you pull one out and then it's in that order, which I thought was brilliant. So I love the American producers.
Yeah.
Because then it's less bias, right? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like in the
And we
UK,
can't say the producers have done it in an order. I was like, it's like they thought of all of the things because they've been watching people's reviews that we all say. They were like, no, you're not going to get us on this one. No, you're not
It's
going to
going
get
to be chance.
Yeah.
It's gonna be chance. So if we just quickly run down the new couple, so we have Curtis. He picked Lisa. She was very, very happy about that. I think she might have killed him had he not picked her.
Or the girl.
Ray picked yeah, it's true. Ray picked Imani. She was absolutely cheesing. That was such a black love moment. Absolutely
I
loved it.
re-believe them. I'm a fan. Like she genuinely seemed like that's her man. Like I was like,
seriously.
Yeah.
She reminds me of Megan Thee Stallion as well, you know. Don't you think she looks like her a little bit?
See what you're saying.
Yeah. They could be sisters or something once.
Family for real.
Toby picked. Yeah, honestly. Toby picked Selly. I have to think about her name before I say it. He picked Selly. That was a moment. Johnny. Oh my God, Johnny. Johnny is the villain, right? Like he's basically the villain. So he's doing up this. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Doing up this speech and everything like that. Liberty is sitting there cheesing her face off. It was such an awkward moment because then he goes and chooses Jess. And Jess is just shocked. Jess is shocked. Everyone's shocked. Everyone's like, oh shit. Did that just happen? Libby's sitting there smiling. Like,
what else can you do? Smile or cry? Really?
And then the host, then it's just like, Jessica, why are you so shocked? I didn't think he was going to pick me. Like, I thought he was going to pick someone else. Who do you mean? Liberty's sitting right next to her. Liberty's sitting right next to her. Crazy. Yes, Liberty's reaction. She was, yes, Mercy. Hi, Mercy, by the way. Yeah. Her reaction was just like, you could see that she was holding back. She was holding everything through that smile. That smile was just like, this is not coming off my face.
Because can you imagine her belly when he said Jessica? What, internally, you'd be like, how have you done this? Like, we've been lip-syncing. We have been lip-syncing all the time.
Right.
And then now you're going to pick Jessica, who you literally only have a couple of conversations with.
But remember, I told you, Selly looks like Jessica. Yeah. That's Johnny's type. Yeah. That's Johnny's type. Like, I was just like, yeah. Like, he made that call. I think he made that call from early. But he's also sending a message to Jessica, like, you're disposable too. That's what he's saying. Do you know what I mean? So I picked you, but you actually are disposable. He is actually he might be super.
He wants to win, innit? And strategically, you're probably gonna think, okay, Jessica is ruthless enough to play this game with me. Liberty wants love.
Yeah,
I ain't here for that. I got to move to Ruth, and he would have been spotting them having their conversations. He's going to be eyeing up, like, actually, this one's a little, she's ruthless too. She's going to go for what she wants. She wants to win. I'm going to pick her. I can't blame him. Honestly, it was like, what he did was skullduggery and fuckeries, but I can't blame him. It's 100K.
It is 100K.
It's 100K. We've got to play the game. I can't then get swayed by your heart. He's a shark, though. Like, Liberty,
he's a shark. Yeah, he is a shark. So yeah, Callum then obviously picked Liberty, and then we had Jack and Justine left together, and they were happy to be, kind of thing. So that was that episode. Friggin' the clip that I saw for the next episode has Lisa basically trying to say that Imani is jealous of her. I don't know what context that was in, but I saw that and I was thinking, are you crazy? Like, no, really sick.
I was totally like, Lisa is on. She does an unhinged face as well. Yeah, she's unhinged. Like, totally.
Yeah.
A bit like how Amy is. So Curtis has a type of woman that goes for him. A little bit.
It's true. You're mine. Bunny boiler type situations. Okay, so quickly on to Married at First Sight. Yeah, so this was like homestay, the second half of the homestay, where they go to each other's homes and kind of like get a taste of what it's like to live with them, what adjustments they're going to have to make in the real world, that sort of thing. I'll just, shall we go through couples? Let's do couples.
Yeah.
Ross and Thomas, mate, she went to his farm. She basically ignored him. He was making like, he said, I will move for you, girl. She said, I want to get out of the taxi. The taxis go too fast. I want to get out. Like, I want to run. I'm not interested. And she does this cry face. Okay, let me just brace. What I'm going to say is rude. It is rude. There's no other way around it. But she looks like Gollum to me. Like when she yeah, I know.
That's dark.
But I thought about it because she does this thing where she actually tilts her head down and she looks up and then she quite.
She has quite big eyes and like,
that's what Gollum does.
Yeah, definitely. I see it. I see it because I was like, again, what has taken place? Because they seem to be on the. I was believing them. I know you was always like, I don't know about her, but this seems to be like we've gone back again to I feeling this dude, and it's like, what? How? Where? What? You was doing like having sex? Like, what happened?
Exactly. The freaking egg. It's true. She was like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That's what
basically you're in married at first sight. That's
what I'm saying. She went home and was like, babe, I don't want you here. Actually, you being around is irritating. That's what he was like, I'm looking to move. He said, I'm looking to move. Crazy.
It was harsh. Yeah, she definitely has a real harsh side to her that is very much like, this is my way or the highway.
Yeah.
And she seems to be able to switch her emotions very good. I thought she was really falling for him. Like he's falling for her. But yeah, I guess on home turf when she's back in her space, it is like, oh, this we are not a we. No, you are you, I'm a me. Yeah, harsh.
She put him third. She done family, animals, then him.
And even if you are gonna move to my neck, I don't want you to move. She's not on him. Like, really, what else can you do? Yeah, you just got to be like, okay, we tried, innit?
Yeah,
I tried everything.
I felt for Tom. I felt for Tom because, as I've maintained, she's punching when it comes to Tom. I'm sorry, yes,
especially when you see his like now video. So on the show, I don't know, don't do him justice, but in real life, the dude is good looking.
He's a good looking, but I can see it. He's a good looking guy, and he's like, I don't know, like he's gentlemanly. Do you know what I mean?
She ain't on it. She don't want that.
She ain't on it at all, bro. Anyway. So yeah, I felt sorry for Tom. We'll see what happens tonight. Peggy and George. Of course, Peggy lives in a massive thatched Tudor like detached
house, standardly in it, like everything. Her whole family's look suggests where they live, like that. Ash blonde hair, bit of work done. Like literally, it was like, yes, of course.
Yeah,
and that dude squatting don't fit
at all. At all. The dad was on him. From the beginning. Like, do you know what I mean? My guy asked him a few questions about his job and he crumbled. Like, okay, so what do you do? He couldn't even answer properly. So he's like, oh, so you don't have any clients right now? Oh.
It was George, it was a mess. You know what's going to go on. Like, have answers ready. Like, you know, like, have a chill.
Come on. No, mercy. Those squatting videos were crazy. They're wild. Absolutely.
You can't bring that man to where they're living.
Absolutely not. What was you thinking? But the thing is, and this is what Peggy showed you who she was from the honeymoon. She showed you from then when she was just like, when she went into her tirade about asking a leading question, would you like me to do OnlyFans?
You can do what you want. That's not the answer.
I still can't believe that. Seriously. So I will say to George that he has tried to adjust himself every step of the way for her. He really has. And he does have to put his foot down at some point. But I thought it was like really like it's silly for him to say, oh, I feel like I'm being grilled. Yeah, no shit. You're meeting the parents. Of course you're gonna be grilled. Like that just seems stupid to me.
Yeah,
And
he
he
just has
ends
nothing else to say. Like, you
no
know, when you're
exactly.
like, I can't blag my way out of this. And you should have been going into the house and being like, I can't blag my way out of this. I've just got to tell the truth.
Yeah,
Answer questions,
yeah.
be upfront, and they're still gonna hate me. Like, really, you're not a match for her. What can you do?
Yeah, definitely. He should have really deflected, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he ends up leaving alone. Tasha and Paul. Oh gosh. Now I like Tasha. However, this display was just like, oh, maybe see what people are talking about.
No.
Serious. It was hard. So Tasha goes to Paul's house essentially. Well, no, actually, they meet Tasha's best friend in a park with her goddaughter. Do you know what I mean? So that was very when they don't show the home, do you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, there's a barrier, there's definitely a barrier there.
Yeah.
Do you know
And
what I
has she
mean?
even spoken about her family? I was like, is Tasha
Not
in
really.
communication with her family? Because I don't remember her mentioning that other than partners. Like, she hasn't spoken about her family. Like, Paul talks about his family, like,
Yeah.
all the time. So yeah, but definitely when there's no house to go to or a flat,
Yeah.
shit's going on in it.
And the thing is, you know, they might not have it set up like that. Do you know what I mean? She might not have it set like that. And that is very, very real. But she did make a point of saying that she was uncomfortable when she was in Paul's parents' house where he lives. She was very off the cuff when she was talking about it. She's just like living with parents, no thanks, like kind of rolling her eyes. She met with her friends. What's his name? She took what Paul said out of context, like, do you know what I mean? And she got very offended very quickly. And she just, you know, she had a bit of an attitude. They calmed it down in by the end, but at one point when she popped out, they were like, run. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, and she said she got sick. And she left the parents' house that night and went to go and stay in a hotel, and it offended the mum. And I think what we're seeing here is cultural differences. I think it's lack of prep and cultural differences. And I don't know. It depends what Paul's willing to tolerate, but I don't know if they're actually as compatible as they think they are. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, I know that marriage is, it's not just your partner, it's the family too. Do you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah.
It was, I was so disappointed because I really wanted her to recover from their argument, like really, like, you know, hone in on her attitude, think about it, be like, I've got to put my best foot forward.
Yeah.
I could see all of the fear. I think she was definitely like, she was self-sabotaging. So I'm not gonna put my best foot forward because I don't think they're gonna like me. I think she already had that, like, that he's better than me. So then she's doing things that would just have everybody around being like, what's wrong with this girl? And it was heartbreaking. You know, we want somebody to just be like, just calm down, breathe, be you.
Yeah.
Leave your attitude at the door. Like, that's
Yeah.
not you. That's like your defense. Like, so then you can then be justified in when they don't like you. It's like, oh yeah, but I had my attitude on. And she just needed to be herself. It was a shame. I hope. But you know, some parents though, once they don't like you, once you offend them, you have offended them, and that's it.
Right. I think it was good that Paul was saying that they're good now. So hopefully that is the case. Like the mum, especially the mum, I think she took it to heart. And like,
you can't leave my house. Like, that's really
without saying anything, do you know what I mean? Without saying goodbye, like, come on, like, do you know what I mean? And also, like, you're sick, like, but the thing is, this is what I'm saying, like, her background might be dictating her behavior. Do you know what I mean? Because if you come from an unstable background, you haven't had parents to look after you and everything like that. So then you automatically think, I have to look after myself, and I don't want to do that in front of other people. Do you know what I mean? So, like, that could be her retreating because she doesn't know anything else. And I think it would have been a real opportunity to, you know, just have a safe moment that actually now what you're gaining in this marriage is maybe something that you haven't had before. Do you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, just like,
yeah.
I felt for her, but I was just like, this is tough. This is this is actually very like, it's it was really tough. Really tough.
Yeah, she's got a lot of emotional maturity, and both of them, like, to actually really work it out. And it's not like I'm negating. I understand he is at home with his parents. You are going to be like, this isn't the husband that I would want. That's fair. But then you work with the person, innit? That is obviously, if we're going to carry on, we need a plan to move you from here, and we're in a flat, or you in a flat, and, you know, we carry on something. Yeah, it wasn't nice. I didn't like how she was just talking about it as well. It's like, dude, what?
It was without respect.
Yes,
that's what I think it was. Yeah,
that's the word. Yes,
and
definitely. That isn't on. That's not on. A lot to learn.
So let's go to Arthur and Laura.
Yeah.
So this was like the aftermath of them meeting Laura's friends. Yeah, so that was the night before. Arthur wasn't really understanding that Laura was actually really upset. And he was just like, oh, I guess I will apologize. That was like breaking point for Laura, I think, like, because she was just like, you're not understanding, you're not getting it. Like, actually, I don't know if you can't get it. I don't know if this can work, basically. So she left. And it looked like they were properly clashing. I didn't think they were going to resolve, but, you know, he reached out to her. He wrote a letter. I can't lie. I think they purposely. No, did you see the handwriting? Like, seriously, I think they done that on purpose, so they didn't need to show that. That was wicked. That was wicked of the producers to show that, because I didn't know what's going on, but they. It was giving me. Is it Tom? Is his name Tom? From Tom and Sammy. Was it Tom and Sammy in Love Island when he wrote the poem? It was giving. It was giving that to me.
To be fair, they're not two dissimilar types of people, actually. You know, that kind of like a bit vacant. They mean well, but they're so ill matched. The longer they go along, it is like, what were they thinking putting these two together? This is just a joke.
Yeah, I can't lie. They should do this earlier. They should do the real life bit earlier.
Yeah,
because you're wasting people's time.
Yes, exactly. Those are the words.
That's
exactly it. Yeah.
So like flowers, a basic letter, and a tennis game, and they're all back on track again. It's just like, okay, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they're still together anyway. It's not too long before we find out.
If they are, this is Laura's pattern. She is a terrible picker of men. If she is still with him, I understand why it hasn't been working, because she's like, honestly, this is terrible. Like, they just don't match. Just give up the ghost, let him go, free yourself.
Yeah.
Mate.
Go, mate. And then Adrian and Matt. To be fair, I kept on scrolling through their parts because it was so boring. They went to the hills. I don't know where it was, but it was like just like hills. They were hiking, and stuff.
I actually feel sorry for Adrian. You know,
do you?
Yeah, because I know when you, especially a woman, when they are firmly like, it's not this guy, I don't think there's anything really the person can do. Like, it's not in him. There to me are just wasting airtime. I literally am like, this. They're a dry couple. Do we care? They're not going to recover. She don't like him. He's boring. Can we move on? Yeah,
He tried not to be boring by doing a steak eating contest.
You're boring. it's just, to somebody else, he probably isn't. He's probably the perfect guy, but she's silly. She's actually like finds silly things funny. Like she really is George's type.
She is. Yeah,
that's George's.
Yeah, he needs someone. Yeah, not gonna take life too seriously.
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah, he's a bit vacant, isn't he? I think that's if he's with Shona, I get it. That I can see that working for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
She'll meditate and he'll just be sitting.
They can go out, walk dogs, look at rocks and crystals. Like, they'll be fine. But no, she's silly. This isn't the man.
So yeah, that's it. I think, but you know what? We didn't see. So wait, did they not do it then?
Ella and Jay. They just went to the Nans, innit? And I thought that was a bit dry. We didn't get anything.
What about the couples, the worst couple? What are they called? Jordan and what's her name?
Oh, I can't remember.
Erica. No. Jordan, Erica. They didn't participate, did they?
Unless we're gonna see them tonight.
Maybe
we'll see them tonight. That would be interesting if they've left. No, I feel like we're gonna see them tonight.
But I mean, they didn't participate in the Homestead, or did they? I don't know, because this was part 2. I didn't watch part 2.
No, that's quite interesting. No, because I can't remember them. Actually, they've been arguing a lot. Is all I can remember is them arguing. Oh, did they? Were they arguing with her sisters or her friends? You know what? They did participate.
Oh,
they were just arguing.
Yeah.
They were beating the whole time. So we'll have to see. But gotta go.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. As usual, we'll be back again tomorrow at 12-ish o'clock. Talking.
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Oh no! 10. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. We're doing 10 a.m. UK time tomorrow. Sorry if you don't see it live, then watch back later. Leave comments. Book the like button. Share with like-minded people, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.